Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. You work the entire season to put yourself in position to thrive, to excel in games like this. A late season top 10 showdown, playoff implications aplenty. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, there is some intrigue to this matchup between Michigan and Oregon. These are not teams that play often, but with this new revamped Big Ten, we are going to see this matchup more and more. What makes this really interesting is the history of Kyle Whittingham, the new Michigan head coach, against Oregon. He played them well and beat them often when he was the coach at Utah. We'll see if that adds a new little wrinkle into this matchup here today. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Wolverines ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. See some running room. Turning it on. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoff.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So, obviously, to do it on this stage will go a long way to determine whether this team gets in the playoff.
Throws for the tight end. Out wide right, it's Johnson. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He is in. Touchdown, Ducks.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Sends it back in motion. Throwing, Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Rides the option. He keeps it. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Underwood throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Throws it deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Hits inside. It's Davison. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Oh, pressure's coming. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that 4th down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him, and they keep the drive alive.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Moore with the play fake. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions. He just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. More to throw for it on 4th down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
They're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. Run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Hand off from the shotgun. Hammers ahead for a yard out from the 12.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Swings it out to the flat. Runs through a man. He might have some space. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. A great catch and run for 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Looking for blockers. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Here's Moore to throw. Turns it upfield. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Second and long here. Moore to the air. Looking for a huge play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Now here's Moore. Looking down the middle. Picked off. What a way to set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Ready to fire from the pistol. He leaves it with the back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Here's Underwood to throw. Right side, it's Marsh. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down.
Here we go.
Push is ahead. Defense comes up with a huge stop and maybe forcing them into a field goal attempt. Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. On the option. He'll toss it. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
From the gun, it's Hill. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
They kick it away on fourth down. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Throwing, Underwood. Looking deep. Makes a connection. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy I can't remember drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
Long way to go on second down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. The run to the left. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And the Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Follows his blocks. It's Marshall. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They give it back to him. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. This is a designed run. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Way too close to punt, way too far for the field goal. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Ready? Hey, kill it, kill it. 886, bounce. Mustang. Kill.
Making the adjustment on the play.
496, tsunami. Move it.
He'll take it himself. Fights off the defender. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. Underwood unloads it left. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
And your decision to go for it on 4th down has a lot to do with your kicker. How strong is his leg? Some of these guys nowadays, they can boot the ball 50, 60 yards, no problem. Do I believe in him or do I go for it? And they believed in their offense, they went for it, and they got the 1st down.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Quick give. It's Marshall.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable.
214 close.
Timeout called as the play clock had gotten down to 3 seconds. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They need a huge play on 3rd and long.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross. Stack. Bridge. Ready.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Looking left. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Quarterback decides, let's think this 4th down play over, and he calls a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Moore. Look out. Gets rid of it. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
They're all over him. Complete in the middle. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. The Ducks signal for their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Moore will throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Gets rid of it.
can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had the last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Out wide right, it's Johnson. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Now Oregon will call it second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown Ducks! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Here's Underwood to throw. Under pressure. And it's a sack. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 8 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Hurricanes getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. They continue to run roughshod over the opposition. They're now 9-1 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Hands it off. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's changing the play. Gets the back moving. Throwing. Underwood. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Wolverines want to move quickly. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Left side is Hansen. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
To the air, it's Underwood. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
Man, I feel for this quarterback. I've been there before. I mean, you're playing at night. It's super cold. It's going to be hard to execute these passes. That one got away from the QB, and he throws a pick.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Straight ahead, it's Davison. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. One guy, two guy, three guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Gonna run it. It's Hill. He'll be dropped.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll get him down after a solid return. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. Breaks the tackle. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The Wolverines are in the hurry up. Underwood. Moving to his left. He just wisely got rid of that when the worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Quarterback keeper. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough. And now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Out of the gun to give to the back. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Wow, look at this. You can take the lead with a chip shot field goal here. Instead, they'll try to finish this drive with a touchdown. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short, and teams want to make their move in the rankings. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! They take the lead here in the 4th.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the fourth quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. So here comes the Michigan offense. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. The run to the right. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Rushes on. Turns it upfield. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
And it's good! They've stretched out the lead, and now they can't catch him with a field goal.
Well, that's a huge kick right there, because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. The Ducks in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
Fires to the middle. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. The run inside. It's Hill. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. And here we go, down the score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fourth down, Moore. Escapes the pressure going right. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
Oh, he's got some space. The tag. Touchdown, Michigan. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. They give themselves a little more cushion as they An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Moore. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Dante Moore. Stepping to the right. Going for it all. He's got it. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Oregon!
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And the extra point was good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Underwood to throw. Back's got it on the screen. At the 35, he's loose. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Ready? Hey, kill it, kill it.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do.
Albatross. 886 bouncer. 886 bouncer.
Pulls it, trying to get the corner. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. The Ducks signal for their 1st timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Defense all over him. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position, too.
And he throws another interception, his start of the night. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.
What a